All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today a little special showcase here. So we've got the Evolution Blue Vegeta from the 10th anniversary. Now we're gonna run him alongside the new UI Goku plus Evolution Blue Vegeta. See if maybe they've breathed some new life into this guy. Right when he released, he was not a character that a lot of people really were very high on. His art looked very good. Like from first glance, we were like, oh dude, this guy's gonna be awesome. And then when he came out, he was probably the weakest of the entirety of the roster for 10th anniversary, which is crazy considering there were 6 headliners, right? So he was down at the bottom. My boy Vegeta, they did him dirty. So we're gonna jump him in on this new team and see if maybe he can get redeemed a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's jump in. Let's find out.
I gave my word from one Saiyan to another, and I have to keep it. I'll shatter through my limits in my own way, on my own terms. Now you can finally see my all.
All right, our boy is here, Evolution Blue Vegeta. So let's go ahead, let's throw him in here. What we want to do is get him a lot of ki. Right, so the way he's gonna work is he wants to get a lot of ki in order to do a lot of his supers. Because once you get to do a lot of attacks with him, a lot of super attacks, he's gonna get that damage reduction for the rest of the fight. He's gonna be able to crit guaranteed for the rest of the fight. He builds up his damage reduction as the turn kind of goes on and as he keeps attacking. So definitely not a slot 1 character because he definitely wants to attack before getting hit, right? Because the more attacks he does, the more damage reduction he's going to have. That first turn, he's got a little bit of extra damage reduction there. So let's go ahead. Let's jump in here. We are going to forego some of the ki. Actually, that does give Goku, it gives Goku all the ki he needs anyway. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that there. We can pick up all this ki here for Vegeta. Again, every 2 ki spheres that he gets. So for every 2 ki spheres, he's going to launch initial attack. There's a medium chance. It's only a 30% chance to become a super, up to 5 within the turn. So we definitely want to try to pick up as many of these as we can. So we're looking here, we got 5, we've got 9. I think that's the most we can really do. So let's go ahead and let's grab those for our boy. That'll give him the chance to do a lot of extra attacks. Hopefully enough to keep him alive, right? Bio Broly hits very, very hard. The UI Gokus, it's their first turn. They're going to automatically dodge. We are not worried about them. Our eyes, our focus is set on Evolution Blue Vegeta here. Hopefully we can get this boy doing a bunch of extra supers, right? The quicker you can get that like additional damage reduction, the addition, like the guaranteed crit, he's going to be looking a hell of a lot better, right? He's got the additional damage reduction for the turn for like 6 turns because of his entrance animation. You want him getting that extra bit for the remainder of the game, right? And then him doing a bunch of attacks, doing like getting 7% damage reduction as he's attacking makes him much more sturdy. So we want to get that as quickly as possible. Now we are already on turn 2 with Bio Broly. He did not show up on turn 1. So Bio Broly's already getting a little juiced up. So this is gonna be a little bit scary. This is gonna be a big, scary fight for Vegeta here. Let's see, so we launched our first super. We got another one. Okay, so that's 2. We're gonna keep track here. If we can get lucky enough to get... No, okay, there's nothing to say. If we get lucky enough to get 6 right away, that would be great. There's 3, so we're halfway there to that extra damage reduction. 4. We need 2 more in order to get the 30%. There's 5, dude. We just need 1 more. If we failed the 1 more just because of that 1 normal, yeah, see, that's all it was. Okay, but he's taking double digits right here, so he's doing very, very well, at least for the start of this fight. So, you know, our focus, like I said, we're going to be centered on him. We're going to be coming back around after this next turn. Come back and look at him, see how well he's doing, see if he's hanging in there. All right, we're coming back in here. The gods got us killed in the last turn, the last go at this, so we have to essentially restart our counter here for all these supers that our boy's doing. So unfortunate for us, for sure. Okay, let's see how many. So we can get 8. All right, so we'll do that. Now, he does have that unit super, right, that we did pop up. We didn't really talk about it last time. His unit super with Goku on the team or on the rotation basically gives him an attack stack, right? So he'll raise his attack, he'll stack his attack, still get defense for the turn, be good to go. But yeah, like you want him paired up with one of these Gokus, right? That's where he's going to excel the best. You get that unit super off, you start building his attack up over time, and then ideally his damage reduction, ideally he starts throwing out crits, right? If he's throwing out a bunch of extra supers, then he's going to start to look a lot more impressive deeper and deeper into some of these fights. It's just kind of at the start, it's not very good. Bio Broly is probably not like the greatest fight for him because Bio Broly builds up very, very fast, and Vegeta needs a little bit of an RNG to build up to his full potential, right? So here we go. So we're counting off again. We've got our first super. Here is the unit super with Goku. So we definitely want to make sure we are getting this, like I said, every time. You want to run him with one of these Gokus. You want him getting that unit super off. All right, no super there. We got 2. Okay. Let's see if we can get nearly as lucky as we did last time. Somehow I'm highly doubting it. Yeah, dude. I don't think I've ever gotten that lucky with Vegeta getting that many supers in one go. That is one of the biggest flaws with this guy. So there's 3. Is that you do need to get super attacks in order to build up those buffs, right? To get the damage reduction and all that, like you really just need to get attacks. So it's not really that big a deal when the supers don't hit there. But in order to get that permanent extra damage reduction, that permanent crit, you do need him doing supers. And again, that's just an RNG fest at its best. Like it's really all it is, honestly. So hopefully we can get those off. Hopefully we can get through this stage with him here on the team, right? This stage is very difficult. No matter what team you kind of bring in, Bio Broly is a menace. So I mean, our plan is to get through this, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, here up in the next rotation again. So the UI Goku did fail a dodge for us in the last turn, so we did survive with 1 HP. So we had to pop the Sensu Bean just to kind of stay alive here. Now really what we could do is we could hope that Goku dodges here, but he kind of failed that for us last time, so I'm a little worrisome about that. So I think what we're going to do is actually use Vegeta here. We'll pull him out. He is going to get hit. He's going to get stunned, but that's okay because we really are just looking at Evolution Blue Vegeta here. Let's grab these for him just in the off chance he decides to dodge, you know, give him that chance. All right, good. Here's a lot of key spheres. So this will give us a lot of chances here to do some additional attacks. So 11 is the most we can grab. So we're definitely going to go with that. Give him the most chances to do all the attacks that he needs to do. And then we'll go ahead and pick those up with the gods there in the back. No attacks coming in the back, so we're not really worried about that. Now, this other Vegeta is going to be invincible. Hits his first turn out. He's going to be totally fine. He dodged anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, having these two linked up next to each other is actually going to be perfect, right? Because they are basically like the same character, all in all, right? So these two next to each other are going to look very, very good. You do still have Goku technically here, so we will still be getting that unit super, so we're really not worried about that at all either. And then with all the key spheres that we did pick up, that STR Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to be launching out a bunch of attacks. And remember, our count right now is at 3 supers. So we just need 3 more in the amount that he's about to do to get us that full like damage reduction, right? I mean, technically now we just need 2 more because this does count. So we need 2 more to get that extra damage reduction. We need 3 more to get the guaranteed crits. Yeah, still not that. It's not that. Dude, and this right here is why people don't like this unit, because look how many attacks we just got with how many key spheres we picked up. We're still at 5. We're still at 5 supers in 2 turns with the amount of key spheres, the amount of chances. Okay, now we got 6. So there it is. That's that additional damage reduction here. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get, I'll say we're not going to get a 7th in there to get the guaranteed crit, which it sucks, but you know, that is what it is at this point. But yeah, dude, I mean, he looks good next to this UI Goku, next to Evolution Blue Vegeta. I mean, you're seeing it, like, we're fighting Broly fully built up. You got him there in slot 2. You're giving him the chance to do all his supers, giving him a chance to attack a lot, get the key spheres that he needs. and he is going to be defensive as hell. Like he's definitely a very good defensive character. His biggest weakness, I think, is going to be A, locking, and B, AoE supers. AoE supers or AoE like group attacks, like that stuff is going to really hurt him because he needs to be able to attack before getting hit. All right, yep. So our dodging characters keep getting us killed. So Bio Broly is a non-factor here in this showcase. But as we can see from Evolution Blue Vegeta, he is the main dude, right? He's the one we're looking at. He's been doing just fine. It's the other guys that keep getting us killed. It's the dodge characters that keep getting us killed. That one was AGL UI Goku in that one. We didn't have his revive up because we weren't below the threshold for the HP. So we did unfortunately just kick the bucket. But all in all, man, I mean, Evolution Blue Vegeta has been looking very, very, very good, right? You could see him withstanding Broly, all those onslaught of hits, like he takes them just fine. After doing all his attacks, all his supers, like he's good to go, right? Because get that extra damage reduction to get the extra defense, he just needs to be doing attacks. He doesn't need to be doing the supers. The supers are just nice to have that extra damage reduction down the line, and then to have that guaranteed crit down the line as he is stacking his attack with those unit supers. So right now, I'm very impressed with what we're seeing from Evolution Blue Vegeta. Again, I think in fights where you're going to be doing like, you know, against AoEs, I think is going to be his biggest downfall. So as long as you're not taking him into any of those like AoE style fights, I think he's going to look just fine. But like, because right now, like I'm actually really liking what I'm seeing from him. He synergizes very, very well with the new UI Goku, with the whole team. So seeing him kind of just do his thing is very good. I think you guys aren't going to dodge, are you? So you're just going to die outright. Like, thanks for that. Again, I'm telling you, man, it's not him. It's everybody else. Everybody else is the one getting killed here. Yep, still alive. So let's still alive, still kicking. So we get to look a little bit more at Vegeta. But yeah, dude. I mean, overall, I think he's very good. I think he is doing just fine. There is a lot of nitpickiness with him on the whole like wanting him to get a bunch of extra supers and all that. Yes, it's very important, like in the beginning, or like, you know, as you're kind of going throughout the fight, it's going to be very important that he does get those. And the sooner you get him, the better off you're going to feel, the better off he's going to feel. But you could see even before we were even getting like that extra 30% damage reduction, he was fine. Like he was tanking Broly's attacks just fine. Like those normals from Bio Broly will literally slaughter characters. Like these guys die one hit. You know, the UI Gokus die one hit from a normal. This guy, double digit normals. Totally fine. You know, you build that damage reduction up a lot and he is just a force. He's a tank. And that's what he's designed to be. He's never been designed to be a slot one runner. He's never been designed to be that guy to handle like the AoE supers or the group attacks. He just wants to sit there in slot 2 or slot 3, really depending on how you want to float him around, and to just be a wall at that point, right? Build up his attacks, do what he needs to do, help the team out. And so far I've seen him do that in this video, and I am extremely happy with what I've seen. And I was counting, by the way, that was 3 supers. So we've gotten 3 supers off. You know, for his turn, he did a bunch of extra attacks, so he is good to go. This guy might be dead. Actually, I forgot that this Vegeta supers in slot 3. So if we don't dodge, he might be dead, but we're good. All right, so another turn here with our boy. Let's see what we can make happen here. We'll do... So that's going to give us a lot of keys. So we definitely want to try to get him the most key, right? So let's go ahead and let's do that with UI. Really not a whole lot to choose from here, right? So 5, unfortunately. There's 4. Yeah, so we're going to do 5. So it's every 2, so it really doesn't matter when you get an odd number. It's not going to really help one way or another. So we'll just go ahead and we'll pick those up anyway. And then for the gods, we'll let them do this, but they're probably going to die back there, honestly, because Vegeta's going to super. So they don't dodge, like they're probably dead. But either way, man, I mean, we've seen Evolution Blue Vegeta. This is kind of the point. We wanted to look at him. I wasn't too worried about the other characters here. And as we've seen, any failed run we've had, any like bad luck we've gotten, has come from RNG of dodging from other characters, or bad defense or bad like mechanics of other characters, not Vegeta. Vegeta himself is the boy. He's the man. He is a great unit, man. He's got some new life in him because of this team and because of everything that he can do here to help support, be a like slot 2 defensive wall. Again, minus the fact of group attacks or, you know, attack all or AoE supers or things like that. Like those still, of course, are going to be a factor. Those still are definitely going to hurt him. So if you guys bring him into an event that's got that, like he's obviously going to do a little bit worse. So overall, I think we've seen everything we want to from him. I don't think there's really much more to see unless there's like something I'm forgetting. Like I don't think there's much more to him that we really need to look at, right? Yeah, because I mean he doesn't have an active. We've seen his entrance, we've seen his attacks, we've seen his defense, dude. Like he does extremely well. The way that I've got this dude built out is just for a lot of like dodge and defense, because again, that's what he is. He is a defensive character. That's how you want to build him out. Yeah, they're definitely dead. Goodbye. But yeah, dude, that's gonna do it for our look at Vegeta. Oh yeah, that's right, we have the revive. I guess we'll keep going. We'll look at Vegeta for another turn, right? He's at 5 supers, so we can definitely keep going with him a little bit longer. All right, let's go ahead and let's take one more turn with our boy Vegeta here. Let's see if this will just knock out Goku. Yeah, get him out of there. We're done with him. We'll do this. We're actually going to throw in the other Vegeta here. That way we can get these two guys side by side, looking good, looking pretty, ready to go, you know, full links, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead, let's pop this active for the other Vegeta. That way we just do a little bit of something there. We'll go here and let's look at our key lineup. So you've got 7, 6. Okay, so let's grab those. I'll say that probably fucks up our STR orbs though, doesn't it? I mean, we're only at 7. Like again, odd numbers don't really matter. So here we got 6. So we'll do that. Vegeta is at 5 supers, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll do that here. And we'll take this look at our boy again one more time. Hopefully be able to get that elusive 7th super off. You know, been trying to get that for a while now. Unfortunately, we've been getting to like 5. We got to 6 one time. After that is basically when everybody else gets us killed. But dude, overall, I think he's fine. I think this character is very good. I love what he does. I love his point to the team. He performs very well. Like as we can see, being that defensive character, he's fine. Dude, he's absolutely fine. Yeah, is it annoying that he doesn't always get supers? The RNG of his like super attacks is really freaking annoying. He is going to start losing his intro here soon as well too. So some of those longer fights, I mean, you're going to want that extra damage reduction, because right now we've seen him kind of go without it and he's been okay. He's been totally fine. So once that goes away, right, that's why they give you 6 turns, is to basically take those 6 turns to really build up and get those 6 supers in. Because I think they know that the RNG is there, right? It's very difficult to get. So once you've kind of got that back, like you're pretty much good to go. And there's our 7th super. So now we should be throwing out guaranteed crits with everything that we're going to be doing here. If, you know, he wants to actually do any supers, that would have been great to actually do some damage, because this Vegeta does reduce damage below a certain amount to 0. So, you know, normals, not really his cup of tea. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage there, but we do have him throw out a bunch of supers. He's good to go, man. I think that's it for our look at him. He is fine, man. I think he's very good, especially with this team, with this new UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta team. All right, so that does it for our look here for the 10th anniversary STR Evolution Blue Vegeta, and I think he is just fine. Running him on this new team, he does very well. I'm very happy with him and what he's doing. I've got no complaints from this guy at all. Any event we just kind of ran through a couple different events here, he was a tank. He was a wall. Yes, the RNG of his supers can be obnoxious. Yes, he can definitely die from AoE attacks. But if you keep him away from that kind of stuff, he's good to go, man. He tanks Broly head on, and he is totally fine for his build, right? If we were going to kind of look at that here, what I've kind of done for him is I did give him a little bit more crit in there. You know, we're using some of the Anniversary equips on him too. So definitely give him more chance to do additionals. I wanted to give him a little bit more chance to dodge, basically make his defense really strong. So you got some raw defense in there. Basically just giving him the chance to do more additionals, giving him the chance to dodge, and building up until we get to that 7th super, still giving him some chance to crit, right? Utilizing the fact that he's going to get that unit super attack. He's going to raise his attack. He's going to stack his attack. We want to try to utilize some of those crits as well. So this is the way I kind of built him out, and I think he's run just fine. I think from what we saw, I think he is good. I think he's the man. He is the man. He's Vegeta. So I'm really not that worried. But yeah, so that's going to do it for the video today, guys. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the Evolution Blue Vegeta from the 10th anniversary, now alongside the new UI Goku and Evolution Vegeta from the 11th anniversary. Do you guys like his performance here? Are you guys using him at all? Have you guys thrown him in any different events and tried him out for yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you!